I don't feel like anybody in this room is focused on this thing but me. I feel like I am the one constantly pushing the tanker through the ice. I will auction you right out of here! I want to be a bee!
People seem to love picking apart and half-heartedly worshipping B-Movie, the 2007 DreamWorks film about an anthropomorphic bee portrayed by Jerry Seinfeld. But what most people don't seem to realize is that B-Movie has a very long and very interesting history, which explains so many of its eccentricities. Today, we are going to discuss why this film is so strange, what caused its most bizarre of details, and why it was even greenlit in the first place. Our story begins in the early 2000s, the start of the new millennium. Jerry Seinfeld, having recently finished work on a sitcom named after himself, is laying low and isn't signing on to many projects. That is, until one fateful day when he was invited to have lunch at the house of Steven Spielberg. During what I imagine must have been a very serious lull in the conversation, Jerry decided to jokingly pitch the first idea that came to his mind. What if we made a movie about bees? And we called it Bee Movie. Much to the surprise of Seinfeld and soon the rest of the world, Spielberg loved the idea so much that he allegedly immediately called DreamWorks to get the idea greenlit. Jerry Seinfeld was now being tasked with the project of creating an entire movie based off of a bad pun that he brought up at lunch entirely as a joke.
I really didn't have an idea for the movie. All I had was the title.
When reading through the responses to the promotional material for this film, and even quotes from people working on it, one persistent theme holds clear. That being that very few were confident in the premise of this film. Instead, what people held faith in was Jerry Seinfeld's ability to create something that was funny. And it's perhaps because of this that Seinfeld eventually decided that he had to stay as close to the production of the film as possible. Not only did he want to write and provide his voice for the film, he also intended to give daily feedback on the designs, animation, and even the most small of details. The problem was that Jerry Seinfeld had a permanent residence in New York City, and thus it would be somewhat hard for him to work on the film as it was being produced in California. The solution was to build a halo room in both locations so that the two creative forces could constantly collaborate every single day. Jerry would enter complex Skype-style calls for hours on end, where he would discuss the material. Making B-Movie meant Seinfeld learning everything that there was to know about making an animated film with no prior knowledge, which is one of the reasons he's often shut down the prospect of making another film like B-Movie. To quote the man himself, "My kids want me to do it. A lot of people want me to do it. A lot of people that don't know what animation is want me to do it. If you had any idea what animation is, you'd never do it." And with that, let us discuss how a barely conceptualized pun can evolve into an hour-and-a-half long thing. So the basic idea that came out of that pitch was that B-Movie needed to feature absurdist, B-flick-style storylines that would sort of celebrate how ridiculous they were. A healthy way to look at the film is that it's a what-if representation of what B-exploitation would look like. Throughout production, the plot greatly varied, but it eventually settled onto a very basic story structure. Barry B. Benson, a recent graduate from college, would briefly attempt to find work making honey in his hive before becoming disinterested in the life of the bee and traveling to the outside world. There he would meet and become infatuated with Vanessa, a florist, and he would then decide to sue the human race after learning of its illegal use of honey. After this, a series of goofy, barely connected plot points would follow, which would eventually end with Barry in space, having become an astronaut. Here, Barney boy, I can almost see beyond the picture. I wonder what's past that. That's the end of the Milky Way we know, sir. I've got to find out. That was indeed one of the original endings to B-Movie. There are a couple other endings which are also found, all of which attempted to answer the really one-way tension between Vanessa and the actual insect. The theme illustrated by most of these segments was that they were currently just friends, but they were destined to eventually become a real couple. One ending which might be of interest to you would feature the two sharing a romantic night on top of the building for with a key question remaining in the film finally being answered. There I did. I do. I believe you. Many of the jokes which were heavily conceptualized during the production sort of half ended up in the movie. For instance, Seinfeld's original envision of running down where character actor Ray Liotta would serve as a sort of cartoonish squirrel to Barry, basically the same guy that Martin Martindale does for BoJack Horseman. But in the end, he has a cameo in the first sequence, and other than that, he's not really in the film, and the joke doesn't exactly fully come across. Seinfeld also stated that one of his proudest creations for the film was for Sally to become a troll with her following his breaking of the bee wire, and that she would make a new incarnation of the bee wise, and she would sadly have to decide to deal with the idea with the character's answer to the theme, which was that he would nearly cut because the characters and such of the theme were exclusively used just enough sequence and were explicitly used just enough sequence and were explicitly used just enough sequence, which was probably the best thing that they worked on for the film.